Yo, Wolfputzer, remember that time you asked Siri to play your jam and it somehow knew exactly what you were feeling? That's AI doing its thing. Artificial intelligence is everywhere, from your Netflix recommendations to those targeted ads that seem to be reading your mind. Creepy, right? It's like that friend who always knows what you want before you even ask, except it's a bunch of algorithms. And while it can be super helpful, think medical breakthroughs and self-driving cars, fam, it's also sparked some serious debate. Are we giving robots too much power? Let's be real. AI is already changing the game in ways we never thought possible. It's automating jobs, predicting our behavior, and even composing music. But with great power comes great responsibility, right? And that's where things get interesting, or should I say controversial. Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive into the wild world of controversial AI technologies. AI is a big deal because it's basically giving machines the ability to think. Imagine a computer that can learn, problem solve, and even understand human emotions. But here's the catch. AI learns from the data we feed it. And guess what? Our world is full of biases, stereotypes, and all sorts of messy human stuff. So if we're not careful, we might end up creating AI that's just as flawed as we are. We're talking privacy concerns, job displacement, and the potential for AI to be used for malicious purposes. All right, let's talk deepfakes. Ever seen a video where someone's face is swapped onto someone else's body and it looks crazy real? That's a deepfake, my friend. It's like Photoshop on steroids, but for videos. And let me tell you, these things are getting scarily good. We're talking politicians saying things they never actually said, celebrities starring in movies they never even auditioned for, the whole 9 yards. Deepfakes have the power to spread misinformation like wildfire. Imagine a deepfake video of a world leader declaring war going viral. It could cause global chaos before anyone even realizes it's fake. Next up, we got predictive policing. Remember that movie Minority Report where they could predict crimes before they happened? Yeah, this is kind of like that, but hopefully less dystopian. Basically, predictive policing uses algorithms and data analysis to try and predict where and when crimes are likely to occur. The idea is to deploy police resources more effectively and prevent crime before it happens. But these algorithms are only as good as the data they're trained on. And guess what? Our criminal justice system is riddled with biases. So if you feed an algorithm biased data, you're going to get biased predictions. Autonomous weapons, robots gone rogue. Last but certainly not least, we got to talk about autonomous weapons, aka killer robots. We're talking about weapon systems that can select and engage targets without human intervention. Think Terminator, but without Arnold Schwarzenegger to save us. You know, the development of autonomous weapons is still in its early stages, but it's no longer the stuff of science fiction. Proponents argue that they can make warfare more precise and reduce civilian casualties. However, critics argue that giving machines the power to kill is a line we should never cross. Remember that time you searched for something kind of embarrassing online and then bam, ads for it were following you around like a lost puppy? That's just the tip of the iceberg, my friend. We're living in the age of big data where every click, every late night online purchase is being tracked and analyzed. And guess what's fueling this whole surveillance machine? You guessed it, AI. Facial recognition software can now identify you in a crowd faster than you can say cheese. Predictive policing algorithms are crunching data to anticipate your every move, or at least the ones they think are criminal. And don't even get me started on social media monitoring, where AI is being used to track your emotions, opinions, and even predict your future behavior. It's enough to make you want to throw your smartphone in the ocean and live off the grid. Let's talk about bias. That thing humans do where we make judgments about people based on their race, gender, religion, or whatever other box we decide to put them in. Well, it turns out AI can be just as biased as we are. How? Because, surprise, AI is created by humans, and we tend to pass on our own biases, often unconsciously, to the machines we build. Here's the thing, AI algorithms learn from data, and if that data is skewed, biased, or just plain messed up, guess what? The AI is going to be messed up too. We've already seen this happen with facial recognition software that's less accurate at identifying people of color, hiring algorithms that discriminate against women, and loan approval systems that disadvantage people from certain zip codes. All right, enough with the doom and gloom. Let's talk about the good stuff, the reason people got excited about AI in the first place, because for all the potential risks, AI also holds incredible promise for making the world a better place. We're talking about tackling some of humanity's biggest challenges, from curing diseases to fighting climate change. AI-powered medical devices can diagnose diseases with incredible accuracy, personalized treatments, and even predict potential health issues before they arise. We're already seeing this happen with AI systems that can detect cancer cells in medical images earlier and more accurately than human doctors. That's game-changing stuff, people. Let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say the robot in the cubicle. Everyone's worried about AI taking their jobs. It's like that recurring nightmare where you show up to work and there's a robot doing your job better, faster, and for free pizza Fridays. But hold up, is it really that dire? Sure, automation will inevitably change the job market. Some tasks will become fully automated and certain jobs may become obsolete. So where do we stand on this whole AI thing? Are we heading towards a utopian future where robots solve all our problems and we can finally take those long overdue naps? Or are we on a slippery slope to a dystopian nightmare where machines rule the world and humans are forced to compete in gladiatorial combat for their amusement? The truth is, it's probably somewhere in between. AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or evil. It all depends on how we choose to develop, deploy, and regulate these technologies. We need to have open and honest conversations about the ethical implications of AI, the potential risks, and the safeguards we need to put in place. We need to make sure that AI is developed and used in a way that benefits all of humanity, not just a select few. All right, let's take this AI party to the streets where the rubber meets the road, literally. Self-driving cars, those futuristic vehicles that promise to turn us all into backseat drivers, are already cruising around in test cities. They use AI to navigate traffic, obey traffic laws, hopefully, and avoid pedestrians most of the time. On the one hand, proponents say self-driving cars will make our roads safer by eliminating human error, which is responsible for the vast majority of accidents, or even take a nap, all while chauffeur whisks us to our destination. But hold on, folks. What happens when a self-driving car malfunctions? Who's responsible if it causes an accident? The manufacturer, the programmer, the car itself? It's a legal and ethical minefield out there. And you know, we haven't even gotten to the issue of hackers taking control of these vehicles and turning them into, you know, weaponized bumper cars. And the algorithm knows AI and social media and online shopping. AI is already running our lives, especially online, those personalized ads. That's AI analyzing your data. It's impressive and kind of creepy, knows what you want. Hyper-personalization can be convenient. You get recommendations for products you might like and connect with like-minded individuals, but it comes at a cost. Our privacy, every click, every like, every comment is trialized, a tell of who we are. This information can influence our decisions and emotions. It's enough to make you want to delete all your social media accounts and go live off the grid. The case for controversial AI, all problems meet solution. Some of this AI stuff sounds straight out of a Black Mirror to solve some of the world's biggest problems. Take climate change, for example, help us analyze data, optimize energy, and care. AI can revolutionize diagnosis and treatment. Imagine AI detecting cancer early and robotic surgeons performing with precision. AI can automate dangerous tasks, boosting productivity and quality of life. AI-powered systems can manage traffic flow and reduce congestion, leaving us with more time to our passion. The case against, hold up, wait a minute, cue the robot uprising music. Okay, that all sounds pretty great, right? World peace for that. But hold on a minute, let's pump the brakes on this AI hype train. While the potential benefit, we can't ignore the risks of handing over so much power to machines. AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on, and the world is full of biased data. From biased algorithms in law enforcement to discriminatory hiring practices, the examples are endless. Then there's jobs, but what about those automated potential threat? Can learn, adapt, and evolve at an exponential rate. We need to proceed with caution, folks. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's a future with every line of code, every algorithm, every decision, asking the tough questions, and prioritizing human well-being above all else. The future of AI, a choose your own adventure story. So where do we go from here? We've talked about the good, the bad, and the downright more powerful than we realize. Like that friend who convinces you to do karaoke even though you know you can't sing. AI is persuasive and it's here to stay. We're at a crossroads, folks. One path leads to a future where AI solves our problems, enhances our lives, and helps us. The other, well, let's just say it involves more robot overlords than we're comfortable with. The future of AI isn't some predetermined, we're holding the pen. It's up to us to decide how we develop technology. We need to make sure AI is used for good, not for that it benefits all of humanity, not just a select few, that it empowers us, not enslaves us. No pressure, right? Look, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to take a lot of hard work, critical thinking, and maybe even a little bit of luck. But if we can create AI that can write poetry, compose symphonies, and even tell a decent joke, work in progress, I know. I'm optimistic we can figure this out. Let's choose wisely, my friends. The future